I'll kind of free ball then.
Yeah. So but I would say this. So how was your day? So how's like fucking because like we haven't did okay, so I would say so. I did do a third episode with some other guys,
Right.
and it's
Yeah, I saw
like,
that.
yeah, that's it. Like them niggas I know, they are pretty fucking cool. Like I met them
Right.
from a group known as
Okay.
no, it was originally known as FTW Productions. It's like a conglomerate group where they do shit, mostly wrestling
Right.
because I don't know why, but shit happens. Then all of a sudden, now I took it over the whole fucking group and I changed it to a Casual Mania. So I'm the head of this fucking group now somehow.
Now, hold on. This isn't like a repeat of that one thing that happened, right? Where they pretty much like had you take majority of everything and didn't help you out. This isn't
Nah,
like that, right?
nah. Like there's a really funny lore behind that, right?
Because that situation I feel like was really fucked up when me and Dead like found out about that. We were like,
Yeah,
what?
but how I end up taking over is because it's a long fucking story. But
Hey
like
man, I got time on
yeah,
me, bro. You can take however long you want.
but like the main gist is that there was a falling out, and then I end
Gotcha.
up taking over, and I run some of the little shows from the channels. Well, which I basically edit. They do like
Okay.
they just record the shit. They just send it to me, and I just edit it. Like I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm gonna tell you, um, but the guys I did the episode with, they left when it was during the FTW times.
Mm-hmm.
So we just still talking all that shit, and
All right.
there's some really cool goons. You got two,
Gotcha.
you got two Americans and one British fucker. So yeah,
Oi, bro.
oh, bruv. But yeah, but
Yeah, because like listening back to that second episode when we were like doing the WrestleMania review, like it was something where like I was listening back and I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. I'm like starting to have a bit more time on my hands now because of like the schedule I'm working. I was like, I just hit you up. I was like, hey, if you're like thinking about doing this again, I've started to get more time on my hands, or like I'm having more free time now. Let me know if you're interested. So
yeah,
that's kind of where
yeah,
I was at with that. I was like, yeah, this is like pretty. I enjoyed doing this because the problem I run into, or in the one I definitely ran into with the GRFC one, is I feel like when it gets to a point where like it's just going through the motions and it's stale and stuff, I'm not interested. So like if I'm not interested, like there's no point in me like continuing or like trying to like get it to work because at that point it's like I'm like, well, it's already done. Like we pretty
yeah.
much did everything. So with something like this, it's pretty much whatever the fuck it is at any given time. And for me, it's like, all right, this is like I can do that because I never know like what it's going to be per se, but like I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm under the influence right now. So,
This is
so if I'm talking out my ass, I'm sorry.
yeah. You just
I'm just
yapping.
gonna let you know that ahead of time.
Yeah.
I just got home. I ate. I've been smoking something. So like if I say something crazy, I'm gonna let you know right now. I apologize.
This man is vaping. Oh yeah. I forgot to do this, but welcome to the Pozo podcast, and I'm gonna just hit the intro right here.
Who's that jumping out the sky? Are you a stereo? Here we go. With a mask out, the girls they jail out, the boys just yell out. Better tap out.
So, anyways,
Okay.
so it's been a minute because like if I look back at the so like I look back at past few episodes, and it's been spaced out so fucking big. The gap between each episode is insane. Like
Oh yeah, for
shit,
sure.
shit, and it's funny because the third episode it was recorded in November, and I told myself I'm going to edit it, and like I told myself I was going to like edit the episode, then I completely forgot. But the funny thing about
Yeah.
it though is just the fact that like so it was nearly 4 hours, and I want you to guess the fucking file size.
4 hours. Let's
Yeah.
see. Is it? Let's see.
Well, it's not really 4 hours, but it's almost. And
Right, right.
and this is the just the raw recording.
Oh, the raw file.
Yeah.
Uh, was what am I guessing? Gigabytes or what?
Yeah. Yeah, gigabytes.
Probably like 1,000, something like that.
Fuck. Nah. 25.
Oh, okay.
25 fucking GB. The size of a fucking game. That's
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know
yeah.
like computer stuff like that well.
Which is
Even though
fair enough.
even though my mom teaches IT, I just took one class of college just to get my credit, and I was like, all right, that's it. Fuck
Your mom teach
it.
IT and you still don't know shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, she teaches. So she teaches IT, Cisco like certificate classes in high school, and she also teaches some college stuff. But like,
Mm,
I'm not as hip about it as her, I guess.
fair enough. But the fuck? But so me and the road to WrestleMania for some fucking reason. I'm surprised that the year ended that fast. And like, what is your honest thoughts about the story so far?
What story?
The
which
fucking
which
story, dog.
which of the five stories are we talking about here?
Cody's.
Cody's? All right,
Yes.
well that's one story of like three at this point.
I mean, okay.
There's
But it's like where we at with the story, Jay. But it's ever
I'm gonna
since
say
last year's, right? Like ever
hmm
since last year's WrestleMania,
right.
and then him doing fucking side quests just to level up to now we here is just so fucking weird because it's like Cody looked like a punk in that one segment.
Oh, dude. Okay, the SmackDown one. So I'm never ever gonna forget what I was doing at that point in my life because it was just the timing and everything was just so aligned perfectly. Where I was at my girlfriend's, I was showing her a video on YouTube. She went to the bathroom to do something, and I pull up Twitter. I'm never gonna call it X. I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
It is
But
Twitter. The fuck.
yeah, I pull up Twitter, and then I see people talking about Cody, and I'm like, all right, what happened? So I'm scrolling through some more. I see I see this segment. I was like, and it all just fucking hit me like a truck. I was like, oh my god, they actually fucking did it. I was laughing so hard. I was like, ain't no way they had Bro go out there and fucking step aside for The Rock as the Royal Rumble winner. I was like, there's no fucking way they actually did that. And then I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I was dying laughing. And then the memes, like, oh my
Jesus.
god, I
They
was
work
fucking
fast,
dying.
dog.
The memes were fucking hilarious. I told my friend Gavin, I told him, I was like, dude, like, regardless of what happens with this whole Cody situation, the memes are fucking hitting.
Yeah, it's like no matter what. like shit happens. The memes be making it even funnier. But
Yeah, dude. Like people put the sad donkey face on him, bro. It was fucking hilarious.
uh, bro, I would never. Okay, yes, now Cody's going after Roman, but I'm gonna be
people
honest.
people really thought he was gonna like challenge Seth, man. It got to that
Though I'm gonna be real. I've never seen a person get punked so fucking bad. Like,
punked by the
yes,
fucking TKO board member, bro. It's
bro.
just
It's
fucking
like
nuts.
it's like yes, that like yes now Cody, got some balls and all that type of shit. He's going after the damn title now. But
He
that
looks like a
doesn't
fucking geek on Friday, though.
yeah,
That's the issue.
that doesn't change the fact that this nigga got geeked. He looked like a dork. Like
Because he said verbatim, he's like, I'm going to challenge you for that title. I'm going to take it away, just not at WrestleMania. And people are like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
yeah, it's like he literally said not at WrestleMania, and now he wants to do it at WrestleMania after everybody calling him a goddamn geek and a punk and a bitch and a pussy.
Dude, something definitely happened on Friday because they quickly changed their tune at that press conference. Because
Apparently,
I don't think they can say it all they want. I don't think this shit was planned the way that they did it. I think they're gonna do something completely different. From what I've heard, plans were changing all the fucking time. I don't think this is the end result that they were gonna go with on Friday before that black backlash happened.
and what's even worse, and like what's even fucking worse is the fact that like Roman buried Seth in the
Dude,
title.
not only yeah, he buried
What the
Seth in the
fuck?
title fucking six. So that's the thing. It was bad enough that Cody looked like a geek, but beforehand, Roman buried not only Seth but that secondary title belt 6 feet fucking under. And the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, Roman wasn't even lying when he was saying that stuff either. It's just it's just a bad look when your top heel champion is saying that, and then like
This man
Seth
literally
doesn't do
walked.
anything about it.
This man walked like he was hurt. He was like, "Is this your champion right here?" Just start limping and shit. I was like,
dude,
"Dog,
dude, if Drew McIntyre faces Seth one more time for the title at WrestleMania, he's got to take the belt off of Seth at this point, man,
he
because this
is."
Seth ain't coming back from this shit. There's no way he does.
And then at the press conference, Seth looked more like a geek. He was just standing
Dude,
there.
that's the thing, bro. Like Drew McIntyre was cutting a promo on
Raw.
TikTok where he was like, I don't know if Seth was there. Actually, no, he was. He just was getting chomped out. I'm like, dude, Drew's fucking hilarious. Like he
Drew
pretty
just
much he pretty much said he was like, I wouldn't have let Cody or Roman talk to me like that as champion.
right.
I'm like, yo.
Dog, how you just if this and Seth's supposed to make a reason why you should. And here's what makes it worse about Seth, right?
hmm
During Raw, Seth was pleading, begging Cody to face him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, like, so when he first did it before the promo on Friday, it's like, all right, well, I mean, obviously they're gonna have both champions plead their case. That's always how it
Mhm.
goes. We know Cody's gonna pick Roman, but we're just going like this is just semantics at this point. It's like
Yeah.
whatever. But then after Friday, people are like, oh, well, now this looks even worse because like now he's trying to plead with Cody to take him up on his offer after fucking Roman did all that shit, said all that, and did all that. It's like
Mhm.
now this looks even fucking worse. That he's trying to plead his case because
Mhm.
at that point people are like, well, based on Seth's actions, Roman wasn't wrong then.
Yeah. I'm just like, bro, this is chaos. Like, yes, like the only positive is that it's fucking entertaining seeing this shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm more intrigued and entertained by this stuff than I have for a while. So whatever
Yeah.
they're doing is working. I'm definitely more invested now than I've been in a while.
But if this leads to a triple threat, this ain't the first time we've actually seen this type of story.
Yeah,
There's two storylines that's like it. The first one is the Daniel Bryan thing, which I feel like that's what they're leaning towards.
they're starting to lean towards that. I don't think that was their intention though when they were doing this.
Yeah. And then the second story is something WWE is trying to forget. Then that's the
Oh, just
story of Chris Benoit in the triple threat match.
sheesh. Which match
Because
was which match was this that he was a triple threat?
it was the WrestleMania, I think 20.
Oh,
Yeah, when it was Chris, Shawn, and Hunter for the world title.
they added Benoit to that match. That
Because he
feels
won the
unnecessary.
okay, so he won the Royal Rumble, right?
Uh huh.
And Chris wants the world title. But at the
Uh huh.
time, Hunter and Shawn was beefing. They was having a feud. But Benoit won the title. And they treated
Ah,
Benoit
sheesh.
they treated him as he was an afterthought. But he ended up winning the fucking triple threat anyways.
I'll be honest. After all this, if Cody goes into WrestleMania and still loses, I was laughing when Roman won the first time. I'm gonna laugh even fucking harder now because
Tony Khan gonna laugh for
now
30
at this
minutes straight.
point, like after all this hubbub and like the stuff that they've been doing, if Cody goes in and he loses again, then at that point he is the biggest fucking geek on the roster, and
Imagine
I'm gonna laugh
him,
my ass off.
but like if he loses, he might lose by not getting pinned. But if he lose getting pinned,
Yeah, dude. If The Rock pins fucking Cody, I'm gonna fucking die.
fucking
I
lol.
will fucking die if that happens.
And then he had to win another Royal Rumble. But
It's funny too because I could see The Rock pinning Cody, and then The Rock just like the next night he just like gives the belt back to Roman just so they could have their one-on-one match.
the finger poke of doom,
Yeah. Fear Doom, SummerSlam, Rock versus Roman for the title. I can see them doing some shit like that.
the biggest fucking crazy. But yeah, the fucking story
Yeah,
from looking like
what
a
a hell
geek
of a
to now
story.
just finally having balls to getting slapped like he was Chris Rock.
Oh, dude, yeah, bro. I'm super interested in what version of Rock we're getting because I thought we were getting Hollywood Rock, but this seems like a completely different guy
This is a tribal
because
Rock.
he's so the crazy thing is you watch that press event,
Yeah,
Roman was always following behind Rock. Rock was in front. He was kind of treating Roman like little brother there. So this is a completely new version of the character that I'm interested to see where they take this.
I find it that this is gonna be interesting. Like, if this is a triple threat, I do roll my eyes because it's kind of like obvious.
Hmm.
But I know it's gonna be like something really fucking interesting to see.
Now, what I want, a sick guy like me, what I would want is I have fucking Roman versus Cody 101 and have The Rock fuck Cody over. Guy like me, I would do something like that. And then Cody faces Rock at like some pay per view, like SummerSlam or some shit like that. I don't know.
I mean, I was
Guy like me, I would do something like that and then have Cody win the title at like Madison Square Garden or something like that,
I
but
was low key
I don't know.
thinking, what if? Okay, what if Cody loses because of The Rock, and they
Hmm.
think Cody wins the title at Starcade?
What is like WB actually doing like a Starcade event, or is this, or you're
Nah,
saying hypothetically they could make one?
hypothetically.
Okay. Yeah, because like my whole thing is the story doesn't necessarily have to end at WrestleMania because like they talked about the stadium, the place where Desi Rhodes lost the title. I would think it'd be, I guess, more like in line to like win it at the place where it was stolen from his dad.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered from it when like they were doing this whole like finish the story thing. Now this could like morph into it being at WrestleMania, but I never saw that as like the original intention of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like we all know the story is going to end regardless somehow,
Right.
but it's just like I think we add to a point where it's like we are expecting Cody to lose, but at the same
Yeah, at
time
this
we
point,
want him to win.
right? Like from a narrative perspective, and like I'll say this because I think I even mentioned in the last episode I was in, like Cody Rhodes winning probably would have been the better option at that point, and it's going to be the better option at this point too. I think I just found it funny that Roman won despite Cody winning the Rumble from like spot number 30 and getting like, you know, the heroes welcome and all the back and forth and stuff they did. I found it funny that all the signs pointed to Cody winning and to him to
Mm.
lose. I thought that was funny. Now, going forward, all this stuff they done with Roman, it would have 100% have made sense to take the belt off and put it on Cody because the stories Roman was doing didn't need the belt when you think about it. So I definitely, in hindsight, yes, Cody should have won. I 100% like believe that, and he should probably win the belt in this instance too. But I have a very sick sense of humor. So if they somehow find a way to screw Cody again, I'm not gonna lie, it will be fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, but then we got fucking what the hell is going on with Bailey? I'm happy for her. She won the Rumble. I'm really happy for her. And then now she got kicked out of her own faction, which is fucking awesome.
Right.
I created
Well,
that.
they're definitely. I think the long term goal or whatever is to turn Bailey face
Yeah,
because she's been a heel since like for a while, like 4, 5, 6 years at this point. She's been a heel, so like it's definitely time to kind of freshen her up. The crowd obviously is supportive of her.
which
Her
is
winning the
good.
Rumble was cool because she was like the last, or like the only horsewoman at that point to not win the Rumble. So like that's cool. I know my friend George was just he fucking loves Bailey, so he was happy about all this. But yeah, the whole story of Bailey losing the group that she brought in is a very fascinating story. My only issue was I felt like this group was going like longer than I felt like it had a right to be. Because I remember saying even that like the last podcast I was on, like that WrestleMania, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna break up soon. That was a fucking year ago. I was saying that.
And now they
So
did.
like yeah, so but like I feel like now the group has transformed to something completely different, which is why I probably don't mind it. But yeah, for a while I've just said that like the group just was kind of needed to blow up or whatever. So this story of Bailey facing, I guess, the people that she believed were her friends but were using her the whole time, that's interesting. That's intriguing, especially from like someone who we were not cheering for a while to have it flipped on them. It's such a unique and creative story that I feel like a lot of people don't do. So I'm very like the match. I probably won't care about as much, but the storytelling and the how they go about this, I will probably find more value in.
I hope she gets a new theme.
Yeah,
Bring back the baby buddies.
but dude, the problem with people getting new themes is they might get a new theme and it might be worse. Because that's been the
Yeah.
case with like Def Rebel lately, where like someone will get a new theme, for example, Johnny Gargano. What the fuck
Mm.
is that? Or like,
Anything
yeah,
that no one knows. What the fuck?
like
That's not my
we
Rebel
could
Heart.
yeah, like we could spend a good length of time talking about like the theme issue that WB has. I mean, for God's sakes, the world champion couldn't even identify someone coming out of the Rumble. The music is that bad.
That's fucking
But like,
hilarious. For real.
dude, I feel like we've discussed this. I could only count like the Def Rebel songs I like off of one hand, and that's it. Like, at least with KFO dollar sign, they had like some pretty good bangers and stuff like that. But yeah, Def Rebel,
Just yeah.
it's just background noise at this point. Besides like a handful of songs I like.
But there is one song by Death Rebel that, well, but it's two that actually did a good service for two wrestlers. One of them is Baron
Hmm.
Corbin. His "Burn the Ships" song, not bad. I like it. And
It's
then
not bad, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm always a sucker for that motorcycle theme he had in NXT.
yeah, and then the other theme, because me and some boys in the Empire Mall, we was so we wanted we wanted this song to be released so bad. Trick Williams theme. Jesus
Gotcha.
Christ. Whoop that trick, bruh. Love
True.
it. But but yeah, like most of the themes now I just like I forget like who's this who at times. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh, this chick. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was yeah, like I said, that was one of my major complaints about the Rumble because like I would hear someone's song and I wouldn't see the name yet, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like I was going through the Rumbles of like past years, and like there were some things where like it would happen. It's like, oh, I know who's coming out. I know who that is. I know who that is. I was like, oh, that person had like a different theme, but I still kind of like recognize it a little bit. Or I'm like, oh, they're gonna get like a song I recognize later or something like that. Like it's just the music in WWE right now is a fucking mess, man.
Mm-hmm. But speaking of Rumble, they had
Uh
a
huh.
TNA chicken that some bitch.
Yeah, it was Jordan Grace,
That shit
right?
came out of nowhere. I was not ready for that. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing
It's
here?
funny because apparently it was leaked, but I did not know about that.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
about
know
that
anything
either.
about. Yeah, I didn't know. So when she came out, I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was like, this, and when I saw her, the first thought that came to mind was, okay, so for the men's, I need my boy Josh Alexander to show up, please. But
Josh Alexander.
that's my boy Josh Alexander, fucking walking weapon. That's my nigga right there. Fucking
I
Canadian.
just loved the whole like running gag on Deadlock when they were reviewing AEW that they were like, "Oh yeah, here comes Josh Alexander to debut" after that Brandy Rhodes promo. She was like, "We like hired you to get Josh Alexander." They were like, "What?"
That's funny. But
But yeah, you were saying I didn't mean to interrupt, man.
no, it's fine. It's just this was a good rumble, but at the same time, it's like whatever.
So I'm gonna be real with you.
Go ahead,
I've
bro.
told Dead this. I've told people this. The rumbles themselves are fine, but I feel like them not bringing back a whole bunch of like surprises or whatever is starting to hamper my enjoyment of the rumble.
Yeah.
because that I feel like that's always been the thing with the Rumble. You'll have returning people come in for like one night or whatever, get like a nostalgia pop. Cool. They can mix it up with the newer talent for a little bit. And it's a cool thing that they did with like both the men and the women. That now that like Triple H doesn't do it as much, I feel like the last like legend that was in a men's rumble was fucking Booker T like a couple of years like last year or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like and like I think Triple H said one time he wasn't gonna bring back as many legends, but it's like I don't know. It might be weird for me to say, but it's like I do enjoy the surprises though, because the surprises let you know that like sure they may not win, but there's a chance they could. Like the whole point of the Rumble is that anyone could win, and having these legends come in and stuff like helps kind of with that narrative that like, hey, this could be like the last time they get like a title opportunity or whatever. Like, and to me, like, just having like, not that I don't like them calling up people from NXT and stuff like that, but those being the only surprises, I'm like, man, come on, like, come on, dude. Like, I see them on TV already.
Oh my god, from NXT. Like,
Right?
yeah.
It's like, and like, sure, like having someone from another promotion is a surprise too. Like that's cool, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too picky. Maybe I need to loosen up and stuff like that. But it's just something to me where it hampers my enjoyment a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's just my very long, drawn out way of just saying that I'm just not enjoying the Rumbles as much anymore because that to me is just a part of it.
Which is fair because the thing is that with the
Bro,
Rumbles,
when Melina came back, I was
you was
excited
happy
because
as a
I'm like, oh,
motherfucker.
yeah, I was happy as a motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, sweet, they might be able to put her in the new game now too.
The only reason why I want her in the game is just for her entrance, so I can use it. You already know who I'm. You already know who I'm gonna give it to.
Yeah.
But like,
But yeah, seeing my favorites come back is fucking cool, and like that's the way I feel like a lot of people watch the Rumbles now as well.
yeah,
It's like, hey, I want to see my favorites from like a long ass time ago come back and mix it up with the new people. Like that's fucking cool.
yeah. Let me see a
And
fucking
then
Billy
and them
Kidman
just
kill
being
herself.
like,
Bro.
yeah, them being like, oh, we're not doing that anymore. It's like, but why?
Bro, I'm trying to see Billy Kidman come back and hit that ugly ass shooting star press again.
Yeah, I want to see X Pac back in the ring, bro, mixing up with these people. Like that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to see like the thing about the Rumbles. That's one of the reasons why like I always enjoy them. But it's just because of that bull. It's just because of seeing them. Look who's back. Oh fuck
Yeah,
me. I didn't think you still wrestle. Nah, man, I don't. But I just want to
right.
show up. That's all.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah,
Like you get the nostalgia pop. It's like cool. It's like legends mixing. Like there are certain moments that they've like highlighted at Rumbles where the old guy will mix it up with the new guy because it's such a cool idea.
yeah.
Like where you'll have the stare downs with some people and stuff like that. It's like that's fucking cool. So I just don't get why Triple H, as a creative idea, has decided to just steer away from that.
I mean, it's
But yeah,
fair, but
besides
at the same
that,
time, it's like, come on now, we need some fun.
yeah. Besides that, the Rumbles were enjoyable. I feel like I like the women's Rumble more than the men's this year,
I did too.
which was the opposite of what I was last year. Even though I enjoyed who won last year, I could admit that the women's Rumble wasn't that great. But this year, they pretty much like flipped it around, where I was like, yeah,
I actually felt
women's
the
one I like
same.
more.
I actually felt the same because it's like
I
the women's rumble
Yeah,
did have some really crazy fucking moments. The damn
yeah,
KOD
dude,
to the apron was insane. Like,
that
yo,
was gnarly, bro.
Jordan Grace just man, fucking who else? What else? Um, Jay Cargill finally wrestled after we see her. Well, she finally wrestled after her being in AFK.
Right.
which is
Yeah,
one of
R-Truth getting involved was fucking cool.
I like it.
I like that.
It's like there's a lot of shit that they got that was pretty fucking sick. Fucking Liv Morgan damn near killing herself in Jay with that ending spot.
Dude.
I was like, Liv, chill out, bro. You don't have to do all that extra shit. But yeah, like the women's rumble was a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
for
happy
sure.
it kicked off as it should always been doing, kicking off the fucking show. Unless you want to mix
Right,
it up
yeah.
here and there, you know? Yeah, whatever. But yeah. But there is one more thing that actually there's one more thing that hinders my enjoyment of specifically WWE is
Mm-hmm.
the whole Vince McMahon being horny shit.
Whoa, fuck.
That
Yeah, that definitely hampered my enjoyment of the Rumble as well, I'll be honest.
the
Even
Vince
though the whole like Slim Jim thing was funny to me, I'm still in the back of my mind, I'm like, I still can't like disregard this stuff.
you can't. Slim Jim was like, nah, nigga, we ain't doing that shit, bro. You better fix this now.
Well, I will say I'm not happy that Vince did this. All right, let me just get that straight. I'm not happy Vince did any of this shit.
He's about to get himself
However,
canceled.
I am happy that people are now starting to like tell their stories. That now people are having their stuff looked into because there's now a possibility that Ashley Massaro could finally get justice from this shit after what fucking happened
Yeah.
to her. Especially because recently John Laurinaitis said that they were aware of it when WB previously said they weren't. So now there's new stuff coming out about old cases that could affect all this shit.
Yeah.
So like not advocating what Vince did at all. He's a disgusting piece of shit. Bro, they should just Michael Myers his ass when he dies. No burial, no urn, nothing like that. He just gets thrown to the fucking compactor, never to be seen again. But I am glad that people are finally able to step up and just say, like, fuck you to this guy, pretty much. And say, yeah, this guy fucked me up. I hope he he should not get out of this scot-free. He should have some, like, him getting fired is not enough, in my opinion. He needs to personally be held liable and held responsible for the shit he did and anyone else that fucking helped him. Doesn't matter who it was, whether it was Bruce Pritchard or Kevin Dunn or anyone else that was with him in his inner circles or whatever. Anyone who knew and anyone who helped with this should fucking burn with him. But yeah, I'm glad that like people were finally getting more information. People are coming forward because this shit, like this shit, shouldn't continue anymore.
Yeah. Like we all
Bret Hart
know.
said recently he lost respect for Vince after this.
Wait, what?
I said Bret Hart recently said that he lost respect for Vince. He said even though I didn't like him, I've always had like some small thing of respect for him. But after this, no, it's all gone. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, bro was like, nah, motherfucker, no. It's like I'm happy all this happened because I always knew Vince was a fucking creep and like he was
Oh yeah.
just, you know,
Dude, he wanted to have a storyline where he slept with his daughter. He's always been a fucking
yeah,
weirdo.
and it's just like now is just like I'm not surprised, but it's horrifying.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's like
that's the we knew to an extent what Vince was doing. It wasn't until that case came out where we got specific details where it's like, oh fuck, this guy is fucked up. That's that's the thing. So like we knew in a broad general kind of scope that Vince was a creep, but now we're getting specifics, and that's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, all right, well, now we can fucking like see what he did, and it makes it worse.
And it's worse than we thought, too.
That's the thing. It's worse than we thought. We knew this guy was a creep, but to somehow manage to blow our expectations is a whole nother level of just
Yeah.
degeneracy, bro.
It's like we over here like, yeah, man, he's a weirdo. And then now we're like, what the fuck?
This thing is so bad that Brock's getting the Benoit treatment right now, dude.
Speaking of Brock, that fucking mugshot had me rolling my ass off, dog. Well, not a mugshot, but like, there's a
Yeah, I was about to
pic.
say, what mugshot?
Nah, it wasn't a mugshot. It was a pic of him in court that had me.
Wait, Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You gotta send me this picture. I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, I'm about to show you. This joint was
Alright.
so fucking funny. Hold up.
Because, like, yeah, so for those of y'all who aren't aware, in the affidavit, Brock wasn't specifically mentioned, but there was enough clues to let you know that it was Brock. So
Yeah.
he pretty much, like, he signed a new deal to return, and apparently this victim was part of that deal. So now, like, Brock's pretty much being, I feel like he's being erased from WWE like prison ball.
And it's
That's at
crazy
least what I'm.
because this is just me. Even if you try to
Uh huh.
erase him, you can't erase him because he's a part of history.
Well, dude, I love the fucking like edits people did where like they took that Brock ending the streak thing and they fixed it to like saying 22-0 and Brock and that guy or not Brock Undertaker and that dude were like instead of looking sad
There was
they're
a smile.
smiling.
Yeah.
That shit's so fucking hilarious.
Photos. Here.
Alright, let me take a look at this. Bro, what the fuck? This guy looks nuts. So what is this? Like him like on the like he's probably what is the fucking process called where they like ask them questions and stuff before they go to court? He's probably doing that.
Yeah, but that shit had me. I don't know who
'Cause,
found it, but that shit was so fucking funny when I first saw it. I was like, what?
bro, that's crazy, dog.
My man looked miserable. Like, why the fuck did I do this? It's crazy because
It's crazy he's got the Viking hair while he's like in court doing this.
yeah. Say what you want about Brock, but Brock is a funny ass dude.
All right.
He is a funny ass dude. I don't know why. He just is. For no fucking reason. But this whole thing is insane, bro.
Dude, we got 3 months worth of wrestling news in the span of like a month and a half. It's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Scott D'Amore got fired from TNA even though
That
he was
one was
trying to
crazy.
bro, this dude's trying to like revive TNA and Anthem's like, oh yeah, no, get the fuck out of here.
But apparently
Like what?
But apparently now Scott wanna buy out TNA.
I fucking hope he does at this point. He's the one
Yeah.
that like brought TNA back. Fucking let him have it then.
Yeah, just buy the I don't okay, this
Because
is just
there was a promo that like I think Josh Alexander, ironically enough, posted on Twitter where he was cutting this impassioned promo with both him and Will Ospreay in the ring, saying how much he loved TNA and how much he tried to bring this back, and the fact that they fired that dude is fucking nuts to me.
Moose says if Scott's gone, I'm gone, apparently.
Dude, there was like a lot of people in the Knockouts division that are saying that like they stand with Scott.
Which is awesome. It's fucking awesome to even hear for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that I don't know what's gonna happen next for TNA, but I hope they figure this shit out.
Yeah.
And as for crazy fucking wrestling joint, Stardom, Rossi
Oh my
got
fucking
fired
god.
for like poaching talent.
What the
The
fuck is going on in the wrestling world,
I
dude?
don't know, but
What are we back in the attitude era now with all this shit? What
when
the fuck is
everybody's
going on?
fucked up, bro. But the whole Rossi thing is right. People is like, oh, Rossi is poaching talent for WWE. Oh, Rossi is the
And it's
WWE
like he
guy.
didn't bring anyone from
No,
starting to WWE though.
the thing is this: he's not poaching talent for WWE. Apparently, Rossi is going to form his own promotion,
Oh.
which which is this is just me. The more promotions, the more jobs for people, dog. I don't care. We need people
Right.
to have jobs in this industry. It's hard to have jobs when like there's only like so and so fucking promotions and all
Well, I
that.
mean, that's why WB for the longest time just didn't give a fuck because there was no real competition for them until AEW came up.
Yeah. And now they're taking it seriously.
Right. And it's like as much as I don't watch AEW now, I will say I loved the fact that when they started up that like there was a competitor
Yeah.
because that gave hey, people like Randy Orton and all them, they came forward and said they're like, yeah, I absolutely use AEW as like a negotiation like chip. Good,
Yeah.
good, fucking like the fact that there is a competitor helps everybody out. It gets WB to start finally giving a fuck and actually like book things better. It like encourages other talent to be like, well, where should I go? Like,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like pros and cons of these places. Like, having a monopoly is never a good idea. Like Disney, I feel like at this point is like the closest equivalent we have to a monopoly, and I feel like the entertainment industry has fucking like suffered because of it. So having a monopoly is never a good idea. You always need competitors because competition makes you good. As soon
Yeah.
as you rest on your laurels, you do dog shit. so
Yeah. It just
so
like
hey, if he's making another promotion, cool.
yeah,
More competitors is better for business.
it is. Because the thing is that like hmm I rather like this is just me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd rather go to like a promotion whereas like it's fresh, but also not too much of a corporate.
Fiesta.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, true.
because the thing is that like there's a lot of shit going on in this realm of fucking sports entertainment to the point where it's like I'm going to weigh all my options and not go towards the main money because the thing is if you're going towards the main money and the main exposure you're not doing yourself a favor in my opinion because it's like how do I put it, it's mostly cuz you're not going to get what you really wanted. Like yes, you could like just be where all the big cash and all type of shit is, but you're not gonna have as much fun as you could get if you just straight to like a whole corporate scene, if that makes
Right.
sense. But
Yeah, like the thing is, sure, money can help with a lot of stuff, and like I would definitely love a lot more money, but like money shouldn't be the only contributing factor for stuff.
Yeah.
Like for me, at least I feel like I'm a creative individual. If I had a job that paid me like a shitload of money, but they stifled my creativity, I'd be like, no, can't fucking do this.
Yeah. The- And like,
So
okay.
that's where, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off
Nah,
there.
nah. Finish your thought.
But yeah, like that's pretty much like the thing with like the competitors and stuff in the wrestling world is like people are gonna have different approaches that they go into these promotions with, and it's all a matter of like so if WWE was the only market, then they'd be like, well, fuck, like I want something to the table that they're not gonna give me. What the fuck do I do? Now that AEW and TNA coming back is starting to become a thing. Not I don't like. I'm not sure if TNA is necessarily like a valid competitor as much like AEW because they're not, but like the same principle, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, but like now with AEW and TNA and all these different places like being a thing, you can go into these promotions and figure out what like which one aligns with what you want to do or like what value you have.
Yeah. And like,
Having more choices as opposed to no choice is like the better alternative.
yeah, cause I've been telling this in this group that yeah, like I've been saying this in this group I'm also in. My the group I run and all that
Mm-hmm.
shit because most of them is just WWE niggas. Like they also watch AEW, but like most of them is just WWE niggas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So like I've been hearing like all this type of fucking phrases like he's back where he belongs or etc etc etc, which is always funny to me
Right.
because none of them like actually because none of them they actually understand that what's a good way of saying it. I never okay, I'm gonna give you a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Since his contract is about to be done, Okada, right?
Uh-huh.
People want Okada. Yeah, people want Okada to see in WWE and all this and that. And when I told these niggas why it's not a good idea, I don't think they understand, or somehow I just shut them the fuck up, which is funny to me because I think I always do that to them. Poor people I run, but so the reason why Okada to WWE is the worst idea to even think about is
I think it'd
because
be funny.
it'll be funny, but it's just not the move, dog. It's
Oh,
not.
it's not the move, but I'll laugh my fucking ass off of Okaza's and WWE. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that.
because the reason why. Okay, so I got reasons to actually back up my claim, and one of the reasons is that Okada is a superhuman. This nigga trains in almost zero gravity. This man is built to do 60-minute plus matches. This man put on performance after performance after performance, and this man does not stop. Most of the people in WWE can't handle him. They can't even keep up. They can't keep up with him. There's no competition for him down there. Like there's
Come
legit
on,
no
bro, the
competition.
Miz.
Shut the fuck up, bro. God damn it. The man's gonna die. I swear, he's gonna die if he wrestles him. He's going to be broken. But the thing is that there is legit no competition, nor anybody to keep up with him. But
What
like,
about
oh,
Trick Williams, bro?
what about AJ Styles? Yeah, but who else?
Prom Breaker.
Fuck no.
Trick Williams, come on, bro.
Look,
That'd be
look, man.
fire.
I love Trick Williams, but he will lose. He's going to get his ass injured if he faces Okada. But
You know, what about Okada versus Rhea Ripley? Now that would be fire, bro. Hell yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. But the thing is that like there's nobody for Okada to actually have a meaningful competition. Plus,
Now, what about the Travel Chief, bro? He's got to acknowledge him.
I'm about to block you. Fucking Christ, dog. But fucking Christ, the tribal chief against Okada. That sounds so stupid.
What about The Rock versus Okada, bro? That'd be fire.
Is he going to steal
That'd
his
be
thunder
fire.
now?
Let me cook.
Let me cook. But there's literally like he has no reason to actually legit go there. The thing is that like with him, if he goes to WWE, he's not going to be the same Okada. Because if Okada went to WWE and like he still have his New Japan style, he's gonna mow down the whole fucking roster, dog. Everybody is getting fucked. But let's go back to Shinsuke, right? He went to WWE.
My boy Shin.
I hate it. I hate it when Cole keeps calling him Shin. I was like, shut the fuck up, dog. But when Shinsuke when he went to WWE, have you noticed like he's starting to tone down with the shit? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, so they're gonna do the same thing to Okada. Tone him down a bit, not make him go 100% and just, in my eyes, phone it in. He's not gonna do like the much shit he always does, and I believe it's gonna kill his credibility of being like the best wrestler, because he's just gonna be doing 5-minute sprints or just fucking jobbers and shit. He is going to get a big push, but after that, nothing. It's not the fucking move, not because I'm just a Japanese wrestling mark, because I am a Japanese wrestling mark. I'm a huge mark, okay? But I also think about their image, because we know these people to be absolute menaces in the fucking ring, and now they're coming over to WWE just to phone it in and basically just take the money and just leave.
Well, come on, bro. Shinsuke likes surfing, bro. That works for him.
I mean, he loves surfing, which is fucking fine. It's just that's the only reason why he's here, because he wants to surf.
Right.
Which is fair enough.
And like from what I've gathered, his like family likes it there too. So like he's like, yeah, fucking, I'm chilling.
Which is fine. Like it is legit fine. It's just the fact that like Okada's a father now. I don't know if him and his wife and his kid want to move down to Orlando or some shit. But
well, apparently his wife is more famous than him. So when
she is.
Yeah, so like when her fans thought that she was gonna leave Japan, they got really upset.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I think he's gonna base off his decision on what she wants.
Yeah, because the thing is that it's still funny as shit just knowing that his wife is more famous than him.
Yeah, his wife is more famous than him because she's like A
She's a voice
Japanese voice
actor.
actress.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like that's so crazy.
it is. It's like, hey, sh I guess she's the breadwinner though. If you think about
Right.
it. But yeah, but him going to fucking WWE is not the fucking move in my opinion.
It
Cause
wouldn't be the move, but
it'll be funny as
I
shit
wouldn't
too.
be lying if it was funny.
It will be funny as shit. To now be the main one laughing because it's like, oh, Okada, come on now.
It's
So,
funny. It's funny because I think there was like an NXT event where like they had
the
this
promo.
like whole thing where it's like your like one face reveals this, the second face reveals who you truly are, something like that. So people are like, "Oh shit, Okada."
That has nothing to do with Okada nor his character. I don't know why the
people,
fuck
people,
people think.
people just saw the Japanese rain font. They're like, "Oh, Okada."
Yeah, that's one thing that threw me all the way the fuck off. I'm like, that's not Okada, you dumb idiots. Okada, he's the Raymond. What has to do with anything, dog?
I don't know. After Saray, I wouldn't like doubt it. After what they did to her, bro, that shit was foul.
Dog, I hate
let's
WWE fans, dog.
let's take Saray and make her a fucking Japanese schoolgirl.
That shit
Bro,
was
what the?
crazy when they did
So
that to her. I
yeah, so
was
after
like,
that, I'm like, you know what?
what?
And I was like, you know what? Any hint of like stereotypical Japanese thing, I could 100% believe it'd be for someone at this point.
Dog. Okay, this is just me.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate, my general hate is for wrestling fans because they are fucking, because they are just something else. But one of my
Oh, no,
main
yeah, for
hates,
sure.
but one of my main group of fans I hate is WWE fans because
I
they
think I
ignorant
hate the
as hell.
stand fans more.
Wait, say that again.
I said I think I hate the stand fans more.
Yeah, because the thing is, they are ignorant as hell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fucking ignorant. After that whole, bro, when I saw in the group chat with some of the other guys I'm in, who was mostly WWE guys, when when they
Mm-hmm.
showed that fucking Japanese proverb shit, right? The first thing I saw was Okada. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep, I saw that too.
I was
I
like,
was
y'all some ignorant ass niggas. I swear that I hate that WWE stand so fucking much. They are so fucking ignorant. Look, it's a Japanese proverbs that basically means the first face is how I show, like, it's my public face. The second face is my family, how I be around them. The third face is my inner self that I don't show. That's
uh-huh.
what it means, you fucking morons. It doesn't mean it's a Japanese nigga coming in to like be Japanese. No. The proverbs, if you don't read what it actually means, then you're a fucking idiot. There's a few people that can mean that. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, bring my boy, bro, bring my man, Uncle Howdy, dog. He did nothing wrong. Bring him back, please. But
Alright.
well, that's also a logical pick because Uncle Howdy is like a riddle nigga. Who else? Maybe Tamatanga, because he shows himself because he's the fucking son of King Haku, dog.
Bro, yeah, I heard people were also saying like Tomatonga too, so I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
but I don't like wrestling fans. No fucking WWE stands. Not cause not cause I like AE, not cause I'm a huge fan of AEW. I'm really not that much of a huge fan.
At this point, I just watched the pay-per-views.
I just watched the show.
That or
because
I'll listen to Soul Monster's reviews about it, but
yeah,
other than that, I'm just pretty much out of
most
it.
of the wrestling I watch is fucking Japanese wrestling, like fucking Pro Wrestling Noah, Tokyo. I'm getting into Tokyo Joshi Pro. You might actually like that, but I'm getting into other shit because that's the only shit that I actually feel something for. There is just I fucking hate wrestling fans at times. I really do. I can't stress that enough how much I hate these niggas.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's move on to something a bit more non-stressful.
Got you. Yeah.
But
It's probably a good idea.
yeah. So what have you been playing lately? Like game wise?
Game wise, I play a lot of Fate Go. It's a mobile game I've been doing. That's just more convenient, I guess. But as far as video games and stuff, I mostly just play
Genshin Impact.
kind of older stuff. Yeah, I play the older wrestling games. I play just whatever I have on Steam or I have on my emulator. I already pre-ordered 2K24, so I'm excited for that to come out. I'll probably end up streaming it at some point on Twitch when it's out. Uh, I pretty much like I'm pretty much like on the last legs of 23, just like waiting to just uninstall that at some point. But yeah, games mostly I just play either Fago or I'm playing like kind of the old wrestling games I have.
Yeah. I've been getting like into Yakuza, and I would say is the game is legit worth. Well, the game series is actually worth playing because it's a lot of strange shit going on in those games. Mostly because of the side quests. It's the most entertaining shit. It's like with the Yakuza franchise, it's a serious franchise, but it's also like really goofy as shit. Fucking do karaoke in that game and just
Oh yeah, I got you.
yeah. But I feel like for those who wants like an alternative to fucking GTA, Ten Saints Row, Yakuza is the way to go because it's a whole lot of strange shit going on in that game. Mostly for the side quests and everything. I really be recommending people to actually check out the whole series because that shit is just really fucking interesting. But have you heard what's going on with the Suicide Squad?
Dude, I saw the leaks like a month or so before the game came out. I was like, no thanks. Holy fuck, dude.
They did Batman dirty. They did that man dirty as a
And
motherfucker.
killing Batman is not inherently bad because there are multiple versions of Batman. That's fine. It's just
The way they did it.
the way they did it and the fact that it's supposed to be the Arkhamverse Batman, the one that we've played as.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's look, Kevin Conroy's death, bam, non-factor. They didn't know he was gonna die.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing is just so fucking weird. I'm not the type of game that is anyways because they've marketed it as an Arkham style game when it's clearly not. I don't enjoy the type of games that the Suicide Squad game is. I'm just not that type of person. So for me, there would be no value of me getting the game.
Okay. So I was gonna get it because I honestly thought it's gonna be like a single player lenient story, right? With some
Which it's
co-op.
not.
That pissed me the fuck, bro. When I
Yeah,
heard
because
what it actually is, I was so fucking mad. I'm like, are you
yeah,
fucking kidding
dude,
me?
they marketed it as a. From what I remember, they marketed it heavily as like a single player like
They
story campaign game, like the
right,
other Arkham games.
just the
Like to me,
fact
I was like, oh, it might be like the last game that came out, like Gotham, like
Gotham
Guardians,
Knights.
or yeah, Gotham Knights, where it's like, okay, like you can choose to play as different characters as you progress or whatever. I thought it was gonna be like that, but instead they're like, oh no, it's like a
It's
online campaign thing. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't want to play with people, dog. I want
Right.
to enjoy the story. Come on now. But no, you want me to play online with some dickheads, dog? No. I'm trying to. Okay, games like those, I really wish were like more. I wish more games lean towards the fucking single player joint because people wants to play the fucking story, dog.
Right.
That's why we got the games just to enjoy the fucking story. But I
Yeah,
guess not.
exactly.
Which is we need more single player games for real, just so that people could just sit back, relax, enjoy a good movie, and just enjoy the time. But the fact that Suicide Squad is literally a multiplayer looter shooter with like repeated shit in the game is just a disappointment. So,
Sheesh.
would you so if you would have did a gaming ranking, where would you put it?
Oh, probably like letter or number.
You could do both. Doesn't matter.
I'd probably do. I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't get any enjoyment value out of it because I don't like those looter shooter like online multiplayer games. The story from the leaks I've read was dog shit. So like I probably would give it like a D or an F if I played it, but like I haven't, so like that would pretty much be my grade at that point. It's like I just didn't play.
Yeah, like
Just like with and like I did something similar with Last of Us 2 when those plot links came out. I was like, I want nothing to do with this game. And to this day, I still have not played it. I've watched Angry Joe play it. I've seen PewDiePie play it. I've seen like a whole bunch of people playing it, and I'm very curious how they're gonna do the second season of the TV show because everyone loves the TV show, just like everyone loved the first game. But now you're adapting a game that is, I wouldn't even say split 50-50. I'd say 25% people like it, and then the rest people fucking hate. Oh, I'm very curious to see how they're going to do that. Because there's no way the show, like, faithfully adapts that second game if they want to keep the goodwill and the viewership that they have. There's no fucking way they do that.
I think they just scrounged up the whole fucking shit, dog. They really they. I never been this bam. I never been so like scammed by a fucking trailer because it looked interesting. It's just the fact what it actually is what turned me all the way the fuck off. I was so
Yeah.
fuck. I never been so pissed over shit
Yeah,
like
there's
this.
marketing uh marketing and stuff like you have to be very careful about because we've lived in times where something has been like false marketed and it like hampers the project. Like
Yeah.
one movie I can tell you off the top of my head where they did that, and I don't know if you've seen it because it's more like a art house kind of film, but like it comes at night. It was marketed as a completely different movie than what it actually is.
What was it about?
So it comes at night is pretty much a post-apocalyptic thriller film
Was it about
where
the aliens?
no, so okay, that's part of the problem. the title and the way the trailer was cut made you think that there was going to be like a monster or a creature or a zombie or something like that in the movie. There's nothing like that in the movie at all. It's pretty much just like this virus that spreads to people. Like, it's. I'll say this. It's a movie that's gonna bum you out. So I would say, like, after you watch the movie, do something that makes you really happy to kind of pick yourself back up because it's a really sad movie to watch, but it's good and I liked it. But it definitely like was false marketed, and I feel like people were like angry when they watched it because they didn't get the movie that they were like marketed. So I feel like with marketing, you have to be very careful because you could get in a situation where you like market it as something, and when it's not that, people are like, "Well, what the fuck? You like lied to me,"
Yeah.
which is what they apparently did with the Suicide Squad game. They definitely marketed it as a different game than what it is.
I never been more lied to over a fucking game in my life. I'm happy I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
Cause I was like, ain't no fucking way I'm going to play this shit, dog. How you gonna lie to I swear. But what else is going on in the gaming world? Fucking Powers World, the fucking
oh
a Pokemon game with guns.
yeah. That whole situation was funny. I don't have an opinion either way. I'm
Because
gonna be honest.
I mean, I seen one of my friends play it. It looks pretty fucking interesting, and I'm gonna be honest. The game is a asset flip, which is basically use the engine assets you get, but the
Right.
only thing they actually made is the fucking Pokemon, which is funny as shit to me.
Gotcha.
So I would say really interesting fucking game because it's just like it's basically Pokemon with guns, which is something I never knew I actually wanted to see. But hey, it's making a lot of money, and I find it interesting because it's like it's so simple. It's just Pokemon with guns and nothing else. Like what else do you expect? It's
Right.
it's one of those things where it's like the gaming world is trying too fucking hard to make something like to make something new, revolutionary, to all this other shit. But when something like this comes out that it's so fucking simple, they get fucking I don't. It's just funny to me. You got this it's like this cool narrative game, and then over here, what's literally popping and selling well is just something stupid, a dumb concept that somehow made it work.
Right.
But what else is going on in the fucking stratosphere? Because this is the beginning of the fucking year, and this like legit. I don't know. It's like
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 was pretty cool. I dug it.
oh oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been meaning to. Well, I need to. I really do need to finish up Jujutsu Kaisen because I think I'm on episode. I forgot what episode I was on.
Are you on the first season or the second season?
The first season.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
like
it's like I
you
started it. I forgot when I actually started it, but then I realized season two. It was out, and I just realized, oh shit, I need to finish it up.
I think I started Jujutsu Kaisen around like COVID or like shortly after like it was starting to get taken care of. Because when I watched it, it was on HBO Max,
It was?
and I remember a
Hmm.
coworker of mine told me to check it out, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's on like HBO Max. Okay, cool. I'll check it out on there. And yeah, dude, it's such a cool show. I really like it. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've read most of Chainsaw Man, and I feel like after the end of the first Chainsaw Man arc, I might like fall off or whatever, or like people are gonna fall off because uh Chainsaw Man 2 is not really like the first one. Like it is really different, and I don't think people are gonna like
Yeah.
appreciate or like how different it's gonna be.
I think it's cause like a lot of the characters in Chainsaw Man died.
Well, they start off with a different protagonist
They
in the
did?
second. Yeah. So I'm trying to be very vague because I don't know how far you read. I don't know how far people
I
watching this or listening to this are
finished
going to
the
be.
first volume, so I gotta do the next volume, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
What?
you're like you're super like behind then. Because, yeah,
Cool.
I haven't caught up to the newest chapters. Recently I've been reading Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been reading Fate CC Foxtail. I've been like reading other mangas, so I haven't like been catching up with Chainsaw Man as much. But yeah, from what
But
I
was the
read,
first volume or what?
it's
Because
gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different story, and
because
I don't know how people are gonna like that.
because I got the manga right here, and I got like all the first. Yeah, because the last chapter was 11, right? For the first volume, I think.
Let me look. I'll grab it.
Because I know the fucking psycho bitch died that kills you with her eyes and shit, which I was really happy about. Fuck her.
Uh, so
Damn
wait,
near kill
are
power.
you asking what volume the first story ends, or like
Yeah,
the first book?
the first volume.
Oh, okay, so like the first Chainsaw Man 1. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 11 volumes.
Okay. So I need to get the other ones.
Yeah,
Is what you're
I've got.
saying.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty cool. They've already announced that they're doing the Rize movie, or the Bomb Girl arc is going to be a movie, which is
Bro, that bomb chick is
interesting.
outrageous.
But yeah, they announced that, and right now I'm watching anime called Solo Leveling. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But that bomb chick and that some bitch was absolutely. I want nothing to do with her. Jesus Christ. The bane of my existence. She's a fucking terrorist, dog. But what anime I was watching? So I was finishing up My Hero Academia, and
Okay.
I would say this, I really do enjoy My Hero Academia. I don't give a fuck about the fandom because that has nothing to do with me at all.
I feel like we have to say that for a lot of stuff we like.
Yeah, half of the shit has nothing to
Unfortunately.
do with me. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I just
Yeah,
want to watch it.
I'm an introvert, so I'm used to being like not associated with people.
And, I'm an introvert too, but sometimes meeting and talking to people really helps a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like that one.
Yeah, but the fandom has nothing to do with me. I don't associate with these motherfuckers. But the only thing I would say that is that the story right now is getting a bit juicy due
Oh yeah,
to the
from what
fact,
I've heard, dude, it's getting crazy.
yeah, for no reason. It's like it's literally getting outrageous at this point. it's like I think I know what's gonna happen. It's just how we're going to get there because I finished the last season, and I truly think what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a big war, and the final season is gonna be the end of the whole show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a lot because Deku looks so fucked up. I
Oh
never seen
yeah.
Deku so in distraught in my life. And Deku is always like a cheery guy, but this man looks miserable. His whole gear is jacked the fuck up, and it's just like, God damn, this man going through it, dog. But
Yep.
but I also found out there is another My Hero Academia manga series.
Yeah, isn't it like Vigilante or something like that?
Yeah, I've been wanting
Yeah,
to know what's
coworker of
the.
mine was telling me about that when I was working at the theater.
Then I wonder if that's like I wonder if that's like I don't know if that's supposed to be the prequel or some shit.
I think it's just a side story that's like in the same world from what I remember.
Yeah,
From what I remember my coworker telling me, it's pretty much just set in the same world as My Hero Academia. It's just a different perspective, and they're pretty much like doing their own thing while everything's going on in the main story.
yeah, because yeah, because like instead of a powerless, well, quirkless guy, it's a guy with an actual quirk, but he's doing his own thing, and I'm like worried about him.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm just looking at it right now, and it's like this seems a bit interesting. If this supposed to be a vigilante, is it gonna be a bit darker? Because like some of these animes are,
Pro- Probably, yeah. It'll probably get darker.
because like from what I know and from what I've seen throughout the whole My Hero Academia story, it's a bright ass like anime, but as the series continues, it gets a bit more grimy, which I
Oh
really
yeah.
do like because if you watched the first season, it's happy, bright, and then you keep watching the show, and it gets a lot more darker and darker to the point where it's like there's like barely any sort of color, which is kind of sad, but damn.
Nice.
Yeah, but hmm. What else is going on in the fucking world of media? Because like there's always some shit going on somewhere, somehow, in some way. Shit. Hmm. So have you been seeing like any sorts of movies or anything?
I haven't really seen any movies this year, I'm gonna be honest. Nothing really has looked appealing to me, although I've heard there's a new film out called Lisa Frankenstein that has been getting a lot of praise, so I might check that out, but I'm probably not gonna hold my breath on it.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's a movie that just came out. Let me see if I can find like a description for it. It's described as like a Tim Burton type film, so that might get me to check it out, but we'll see.
Hmm.
Uh, a misunderstood teenager and a reanimated Victorian corpse embark on a murderous journey together to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts. Okay, that sounds cool. So yeah, it's like a quirky, dark kind of romance. All right, I
Hmm.
might check that out.
Is that from like any other type of media? Oh, like on type of story, or this like just
Uh,
something completely original.
no, I think this is just an original story.
Hmm, what the fuck? So I just looked on Google, and the first
Uh-huh.
thing I saw was Sonic Booms in Florida. What? 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 The
Oh,
fuck?
so speaking of media, who do you think is gonna voice Shadow the Hedgehog in the third Sonic movie?
Oh, I
Because
forgot all about that.
there's been a lot of guesses, and there's one that I would personally want to voice
What?
him. Hayden Christensen.
I don't know who's gonna voice Shadow, but like, I don't know because I don't know that too many voice actors for real because I don't really pay attention like that.
Well, I
But
mean, there people are guessing like which celebrity is gonna voice him, kind of like when Idris Elba voiced Knuckles.
mm,
So like a lot of names that have been thrown around is Josh Bernthal, Keanu Reeves,
oh, that'd be kind of
uh
funny.
what's his name? Robert Pattinson has been one that's been thrown out. Recently there's been a rumor, and this is the one I would go with. There's been a rumor recently that they might get Hayden Christensen to voice Shadow, which I think that'd be fucking cool if they got him.
Hmm.
Uh do you know do you know who that is I'm referring to?
Nah.
Hayden Chris have you seen Star Wars?
Which one?
The first three, the prequels, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Anakin.
Oh.
So like if
That.
you actually like yeah, like he's come back recently in a few Disney projects to reprise his role, and he just recently got an agent, I guess, because he didn't act for a while, and then he like came back to do some stuff as like Anakin and Darth Vader, and now he's like a full like he's gonna start like doing more jobs. So if they got him to voice Shadow, that'd be awesome in my opinion,
That's
because
actually.
he's the guy that like people had like shat on for a while that I feel like is better than people like perceive him to be.
Yeah. It really be like that for real. It's like
Yeah.
speaking of Disney. Remember when? So you heard about
Oh, did you
Mickey
hear that?
Mouse?
Your boy got convicted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so King's done, bro. He was found
Fucking
guilty. They
damn,
fired his ass after that court case.
dog. Us niggas can't get a fucking break, dog.
That domestic girlfriend beater.
He had a whole fucking future, dog. Like I'm a real.
Bro, this is what happens when you hedge your entire plan on a guy that that you don't know what's gonna happen to his. Bro, they said that he was gonna be the next big thing. They're hyping this guy up like Brock Lesnar.
They was hyping him up a lot, which is I'm not mad at too, but now it's like I can't trust nobody, dog. I can't trust no fucking body. No, he might be the next big thing. Nah, nah.
Dude,
We've
every
been
time
there.
someone says that, I'm like, nah, no, they're not.
Yeah, because either one or two things going to happen. Somebody is going to get fucked. Somebody is going to have some allegations that's going to ruin my whole day, or or he just flops. It's just like you
Right.
can't trust. But I can't trust no fucking celebrities
Well,
with
like,
any
it's
of
also
them.
rough to have expectations like that because you're setting someone up for failure when you do that too.
Yeah,
Because, like, no matter what, it's like if they don't live up to those expectations, then it's like, oh, well, fuck that. Like, it sucks when that happens to someone. But, like, hey, this is Disney. They have more money than me. I have no sympathy for them. The more blunders they have, the more it makes me happy because every empire falls at some point. So I'm
Yeah,
just waiting to see when the shoe drops because I'm gonna be honest, I'm an anti Disney person at this point. Everything I hear about Disney, I'm like, fuck them.
which I don't blame you because Disney really been bullshitting like most of the fucking time. They be bullshit. It's like they have all this money and yet they keep fucking up to the point that I'm thinking like they about to waste all their fucking resources, aren't they?
Right.
I won't be mad at that though because that's because they dig themselves that hole and they gotta deal with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But damn it, nigga, why you gotta be an absolute dickhead? You had your whole career right there. They hyped you up. You was gonna be their ace, bro.
That's the craziest thing, bro. They hike this guy up only for them to be like, all right, yeah, get out of here.
Fucking man, niggas can't do shit right. Fuck. Why it always have to be us? Why we always have to be the fucking bad guys in this fucking book, dog? Fuck, we can't do nothing right. But I would say Disney did one good thing though. The one
Mm.
good thing is releasing the mouse to be
Well, the Steamboat Willie version.
yeah, but still. And people already taking advantage of it too. Two horror movies in the
So,
game.
so yeah, this whole public domain thing. Like, if someone actually has a genuinely good idea that they want to use for it, good, cool. But when you get shit like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, or The Mean One and stuff like that, where they just do it as a cash grab, then no, fuck you.
I
Don't
never
do that.
seen um I never seen the mean one. Is that even well, why do I ask the
So
question?
they got they got the dude that plays Art the Clown to play the Grinch in this horror movie.
Huh.
That's pretty much what it is. It's just a horror centric like Grinch movie, and from what I've heard, it's like worse somehow than Blood and Honey, but I didn't see it, so I didn't have it on my ranking last year.
Yeah. Cause they really be taking public domain to the next level, dog. Don't they?
Oh yeah,
When something get public domain is already done. But these motherfuckers work fast though.
yeah they do,
Two
bro.
horror movies in a game that's coming out for this shit. I need I need whatever motivation they got for her because Jesus Christ. So well mm, you got any expectations for the movie scene? Or like just or like or just in general for real?
I mean, the movies I'm looking forward to, I'd say like are stuff like Nosferatu. I'm looking forward to. I'm interested to see how they're gonna remake that movie, especially with what's his name? I forgot the director's name, but he did like the Northman, and he did the Lighthouse and the Witch. So he's a fascinating director that I don't like all of his movies, but he intrigues me enough to like watch whatever he does. So I'm interested. I'm very curious, especially with the cast. They got Bill Skarsgård playing Count Orlok. I've got to watch it. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, Morbidly curious about this Crow remake. Is probably not going to be that great, but once again, Bill Skarsgård. I'll check it out just for him.
J-
But
just for
like,
him.
yeah, but last year I think the movie I was most looking forward to was Evil Dead Rise, and I thought it was pretty cool. This year, I don't know, man. Maybe Deadpool 3. I hope it's good. I really do, because otherwise I'm just fully done with this shit, and I'm never going back.
Yeah, I'm going
Uh,
back on the Disney movie ever
the
again,
the
man.
DCU, I guess James Gunn's DC. I'll be curious about to see how they do that. Uh, but yeah, I don't know.
They said
Like,
the DCU is dead, right?
huh?
They said the DCU, well, the one we know.
DCEU.
Oh,
That
EU.
so yeah, DC Extended Universe was what they were calling it. Uh, but yeah, Aquaman was pretty much the end of it. They're done with it now with
Fucking
that
good.
particular version of the DC.
Jesus. What is your thoughts on the what's it called? The evil Superman trope.
It was a cool concept that I feel like is being overdone now.
Like also,
So, like, example of it where I thought it would have been cool, but they didn't capitalize on it was something like Brightburn, where it was like the superhero horror movie where it's like a kid who's like Superman, but he turns to the dark side. It was an interesting concept that I felt like they didn't take advantage of in the movie. So when you have instances like that, I feel like it's very like lazy or like slapdash. I think the only time that this trope has actually been effective has been Homelander.
mm,
This is the only instance I feel like where it's actually compelling because like he has that trope, but he's his own character in the Amazon show now. Like he
yeah,
has his so like that's the difference. If you're gonna do an evil Superman character, have him have more to him than that, or her, or whatever kind of character you're doing this trope with. If you're gonna do the trope, don't just rely on the trope. Build off of it.
yeah,
You know? Like that's the thing that like irritates me when people do this. Like that was my biggest thing with Injustice Superman. It's like, alright, well, he's evil. What else does he do? Oh, nothing. Okay, fuck.
would you?
Brightburn. It's like, oh, it's a kid now, and like, okay, well, what else does he do? Nothing else. Like, okay. But like with Homelander, he has his own insecurities, his own flaws, his own like motivations, where
Yeah,
he's
he a
not
weirdo.
just evil Superman. Like he is his own entire character, and that's what you need to do with that trope is build a character off of it.
Yeah. Would you count Omni Man as a evil Superman?
Uh I don't know. I guess maybe at one point he was, but I think he kind of has a Homelander thing for me where he's his own character as well, while maybe having the trope because he's a character where he's going through from what we have in the show right now. He's going through a change. He has a different motivation. So like I feel like he is now a different character than he was presented at the beginning, which I don't know. This is a long drawn out answer, so whatever whatever answer you can find from that, I would say maybe shorthand no.
Because I think Omni Man, like with um Omni Man in general, you could like there is an argument where you could say yes, but at the same time there is an argument where like he's not really a evil Superman because he's technically wasn't even a Superman to begin with. He was
Right.
just there for a mission.
Like, yeah,
Versus
he has similar powers and abilities as Superman, but he's not the same character as Superman, I would say.
yeah, like with
And
Omni
like
Man,
I wouldn't even consider him evil, if I'm gonna be
he's
honest.
just a dick.
Yeah, like he's an asshole, he's a dick, but like I wouldn't say he's evil. Like he's at least not now. Like when he explained his mission, like maybe yeah, he was like I'd say the Viltrumites are evil.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say Omni Man is evil per se. I would say that the main Viltrumite army, I would say, are like more the antagonists than Omni Man himself.
Yeah, because the thing with like Omni Man, he just loyal. He's just a loyal guy for his
He's just a
colony.
soldier.
Yeah,
That's but like yeah, so that's the difference between him. He's a soldier carrying out an order that he doesn't like believe in anymore.
yeah.
But like with yeah, so yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I'm sorry. I have a
Nah,
bad habit of doing
nah, that's fine. Like this is what this is for. Just yapping, just rambling.
yeah, I go through a stream of conscience, and when I don't know how to finish, I'll be like, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like with Homelander, he's a superhero. That's his thing. He saves people, I guess.
Right.
But like he's
Well,
also
he doesn't do that anymore
yeah, he
either.
doesn't well for specific reasons he does,
Yeah.
but like
When
in
if
general,
it benefits him, he'll save people. Other than that, he doesn't give a
yeah.
fuck about you.
But like overall, he just doesn't give a fuck,
Yeah.
and it's like that's an evil Superman. Like he does the superhero job, but he also does for like just to benefit him
Right.
in his image. But everything else, nah.
Yeah. If someone perceives themselves as doing the right thing, but they're doing like something evil, then yeah, then I feel like that's when you had the evil Superman uh archetype.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real. I am a big fan of the evil Superman, but the thing is, how I want it is like Invincible and the boys because the
Right.
thing is they did it well. It's a
Yeah.
it's a powerful guy with the superpower. He's a superhero, quote unquote, and he's just an absolute menace to society. I never seen I love these scenes, okay? I never seen a guy whooped his own crew's ass and legit killed them all. And like they tried to jump him, but he jumped them by himself. Killed
Yeah.
everyone in that like the fake Justice League. He killed all of them. Proceeds to fight his son and literally tell him that um what he said. What is 5 more years to me? I could always start again, make another kid.
Right.
The craziest shit I've ever heard in any animation. To tell your own son that I don't really care because I could always have another child is the craziest shit ever.
Right.
Fucking Christ. You can never get another fucking show like that like anymore. Well, not anymore, but I feel like you can never replicate that for real. Certain
Yeah.
things you certain things you can't just replicate for real. Because if you do, you're gonna fuck it up somehow, some way. Yeah, but I'm curious what's the next phase of Marvel.
At this point, man, I could care less. 'Cause I've jumped off like the MCU bandwagon a while ago at this point.
You don't want to
I
look at
literally,
Madam Web?
well, I mean, that's not even the MCU, bro. That's Sony.
Wait, is it the fucking Madam Web
Yeah,
shit? I thought it was also
Matt.
Marvel.
Well, because they're like it's affiliated with Marvel,
Oh,
but yeah, it's that's in the same universe as like the Venom movies.
why is it a different universe?
Because okay, so Sony has the rights to certain Spider-Man characters. They just don't know like which Spider-Man they want to fucking do, so they're just building up, I guess, the villains first. I don't honestly, I have no fucking idea what they're doing with this because it's the same like team or whatever or like production that does Venom, Morbius, and all that. Like that's pretty much where Madam Web like it's so yeah. Madam Web is not an MCU movie at all. It's like the Sonyverse is what people are calling it.
That is so fucking pointless.
So
Like,
apparently, from what I heard, they were originally going to have the movie take place where it was going to be that I think I don't know if it was Andrew Garfield first or Tom Holland, but they were going to do one of them. Then they were going to switch it. Then they were like, wait, this doesn't add up like for the age of the character or whatever. Then they were going to like change it to a different one. They're like, ah, fuck it, we're just going to take all the Spider-Man mentions out of this movie. It's like the whole thing is a fucking mess.
yeah,
And like
cause I don't
the
get it.
only reason I would watch the movie, I'm a big dead ass, is because I want to see City Sweeney in like a tight spider outfit. That's it. That is literally
Jesus
the
fucking
only reason
Christ.
I would go. That's the only reason I go, and they're not even leaning into that either. It's like, bro, what the fuck is going on here?
It's just weird to me because it's like I because you got the Marvel shit, and I thought,
Yeah, if you see that Sony logo pop up, it's most likely not part of the MCU. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't get why they're doing it like that. It's
Well,
so
because I
fucking
guess they want to
weird.
build their own universe.
I mean,
they,
that's cool and all, but bro, how are we supposed to understand which is which? Did I help you? Cause it's like you got all this shit, and it's like, bro, I guess cause I'm, I guess cause I'm one of those guys that want shit to make sense. Because it's like, bro, you got all this. Like, yes, this is the same brand, the same universe, right? No, not really. Really? Because I guess it is separate. The fucking Sony verse and the Marvel universe.
oh yeah, bro, it's totally separate.
I don't
Like
know
the
why, but okay. I guess because Sony's like they going to fuck it up because now like a lot of people is just jumping out of the Sony. I mean, nah, not Sony. Jumping out of the the MCU, which is fair enough. Because at this point, the fucking MCU is just not even pointless. Well, not even there anymore. But at least we got the DCU, right?
yeah, we'll see.
You don't like Aquaman because I didn't. I didn't really care for that nigga at all.
Bro, I had that I think at either 5 or 4 on my top like 5 worst movies of last year, bro. Like the Flash was saved because that was like the last movie of the franchise.
Yeah, with that fucked up guy, right? Nearly fucked up his whole career, but somehow got away.
It's crazy. It's so fucking crazy that whole Ezra Miller shit.
Yeah, like,
Well, Aquaman wasn't gonna do that well regardless because they still had Amber Heard in the movie.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so like that regardless, I feel like the DC universe was gonna be fucked with those two still in it.
I guess it can't be saved, right?
Nah.
They already did it.
It's better at that point to just nuke it and just start over. I don't blame them for that.
Sometimes that's what's best to do. Just fucking start over from square
So
one.
like all right. The main problem with the DC universe was they are trying to catch up to Marvel when Marvel was already like at Infinity War. It's like, no, you guys can't fucking just like make the Justice League during the second fucking like Batman v Superman movie. It's like that's not how it fucking works. You have to like take time to build these characters and give us a reason why they are like why they matter, why they're important.
Yeah, cause like Wonder Woman, she just showed up out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
And like I enjoyed the Wonder Woman movie. I thought it kicked ass. But we should have had I don't know, like you could probably have Wonder Woman in the movies as a prize character that's cool, but don't have the fucking Flash and Aquaman and all these characters appear as a fucking just box on a computer screen. Like, come on.
Yeah, that one was kind of like weird to me. Like, huh?
Like, they're cramming 3 to 4 movies into one just to get these universe started. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing, guys?
I don't think that was a good idea to begin with.
No, not at all. So I'm at least glad that James Gunn said that they're going to take their time with this. So that's probably that's a better start. I'm just curious to see how this is going to go.
It could go well, it could go bad, but all I know
Yeah.
is this about to be interesting for all the DC fans out there. I just hope they don't get screwed over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've read more DC comics and stuff, so I hope I hope they do well.
I really haven't been reading fucking
I haven't
comics
read
for
like
real.
recent stuff, but like I've always like as a kid or like a teenager or whatever, I've always read more like DC comics than Marvel comics.
The only time it was interesting to me was the Batman Joker, because I was like, what the fuck?
Well, they ran that shit to the ground. So
Yeah,
even now, I'm like fucking hate Batman Who Laughs.
bro, it was so interesting though. They got like fucking different like evil Batmans and shit like that.
Well, like if you want a really good evil Batman, like Owlman is like the way to go. He is
Hmm,
like the better character.
fucking
If you look up like Owlman from like DC, he's a very fascinating character. He's like pretty much the complete opposite of Batman, which is like what makes him work.
you said it said Owlman?
Yeah, Owlman. So not the guy from Watchmen. It's gonna be a different character.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see it.
there's a animated version of him in Crisis on Infinite Earths, I think, where he faces off against Batman. He's a really cool character.
Yeah, it did. Shit.
Yeah, if you read
Oh,
his
nice.
backstory or whatever, or like read up about him, he's a really interesting character.
Shit like this is always interesting for real because I never knew. I never knew an Owlman. That's crazy. So he's supposed to be like a more sinister Batman.
So in an alternate universe, he's Bruce Wayne's brother, and he's like, yeah, he's like, it's really hard to explain, but he's a really cool character.
It's like
He
his
yeah,
change.
he's an adult version of the Wayne's deceased older brother, who most iterations dies as his child before Bruce is born.
Damn.
Yeah, so like there's an alternate world where uh I think Thomas, Martha Wayne, and Bruce die. He's left and he like just he turns crazy.
Mm, damn. I never. All right. Well, I guess that's most of the topics we got, right?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
like
running out of steam at this point.
yeah, yeah, because this is mostly just the start of the year, so there's gonna be some more shit. coming down the road, right? Like it's already February.
Oh
So yeah. So I guess we can wrap it up right now. And my question is, when are you going to stream again?
yeah.
Because I still have that
That's
clip.
yeah. That's a good question. So the thing is, I spent a lot of my time off with my girlfriend, and I like doing that. So for me to start streaming again, I would have to find time where I want to dedicate it to doing that, and then like I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but like with the new 2K game coming out, I'll probably stream that. I will try to make an effort to stream again. It's just a matter of trying to find like enough time or like a particular day or whatever where either I get off from working a stream or I do this on my day off while Deidre is like taking care of a client or whatever. Like I just gotta find some time where I'm available and I'll be like, all right, I want to stream today. Like that pretty much is what it comes down to. It's
All
not
right.
the lack of interest, it's just like the timing and like
Yeah.
me being like, all right, I'll stream.
Yeah. Because you got a life.
Yeah.
What more to say? So yeah. Well, whatever happens, I hope you enjoy your. No, well, whatever happens,
Nope.
life's hits and everything. So yeah. So has been the Bozo podcast. That's been like 2 hours. So I'll say this for everybody who's watching: take care and stay hydrated.